Hello there, Virgo. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. I've been doing readings for 28 years now. I get to say that, and I get to say I made it 1 year now on YouTube. So I'm congratulating my very own self here. So kind of surprised I made it this far, but it's been an interesting, fun journey. And this reading's going to be for Virgo for February of 2017. And I'm very glad 2016 is behind us. And what I've done for us is I've laid 4 cards for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I believe they'll blend in and out through the month for us because that's the way it works for me. And because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. Well, I speak as if I'm you. So now all of us are Virgos out there. And I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us for the month, and it's going to be in our 6th house, and that's our health and diet, the relationships with our superiors, co-workers, matters that concern dependents, pets, and efforts that we make to help others with their problems. And it said aunts and uncles, I believe, too. And this is where our health and our work go together. Now, I advise you, because these are general readings, and I keep forgetting to say that, to look at your moon sign and your rising sign also, because it'll give you a bigger view of the month, okay, if you know it. And we have some words here before I'm starting, and their words are openness, forgiveness, creativity, and tenderness. And I believe probably we're going to have a sense of humor, because I think things are going to change really fast, let's put it that way, for us. So let's not let any other people's problems weigh on us, or, you know, weigh on us is the way that they're saying it, because our lives are changing this month very fast. So if there's something that we need to forgive in order to move on, let's just forgive it, because our overall card is the Ace of Wands, Ace of Rods in this deck. But this is a fresh start, like usually it means career or finances for us, but a fresh new beginning. And I believe that's important because of that word creativity. So if there's something that's holding us back, we want to accept this freshness, this new start, because remember, this was part of that 6th house thing, was to do where our health and work met together. So maybe that's relevant or important. Maybe there's something we have to do to get our health back on track, or perhaps we're working too hard based on the cards that I'm seeing here. Now, this can be a very creative endeavor too. It can be something that is influenced by our, how do I want to say this, by our creativity or our intuition, or the thing that we want to truly desire to be in the world. So this Ace of Wands is really going to be important, because they're because of these cards, right? So they're saying keep our sense of humor while this is all going on. I kind of keep feeling for this month, a lot of us are going to get presented, and I said this to Leo also, with unexpected things too that can just pop up. So with these cards and the way they are, I always think when something unexpected's happening, come up with plan B. That's what I told Leo too. And the way these cards are laying here with all this freshness, new beginning, because this is a general reading, it can be in any area of our lives. So it can be our career, being as this is the Ace of Wands, but it also can be in fresh relationships or new relationships, because our first card here is the Hangman. And when I see this card, I don't know if I can get the glare off of that for you, but when I see this card, I believe we are in a state of suspended animation. That's what he reminds me of. We're in between the past and the future. We're not quite in the present moment. And this Hangman card gives us a chance to go within and intuitively know the path that we are to take. But the Hangman gives us time to decide the proper choice. Okay, so if we're in that state, we know what we want for the future, we know what we did in the past, we maybe want to bring some of those past skills or things that we learned in the past forward into our future. If we go into this state of suspended animation, we can choose really wisely and creatively, like that word that they're giving us, which way should I go? Now, if I do this and I take that time, right, it brings me this whole fresh start, because I don't feel that, that's why I'm saying keep our sense of humor, because I don't feel once we take that time we're going to have much time, you know, like to make those choices and decisions, because our next card's the Chariot. And to me, that's fast movement. So it can be travel, it can be a lot of things. But it's the capacity. See, he has the reins in his hands here on each one of these horses in this deck. And my other deck, I believe, the other deck I used before, he didn't have reins on his hands. So he was controlling this by his mind. But this guy here is adapting rapidly in the physical world to adjustments and changes that he has to make. And he's doing it really, really well. It's like I can change my idea or my mind or my perspective, because I had this Hangman here first and foremost. I can do it on the spur of a moment, and I can know that I'm making the right decision or choice because I took my time. I took my time with the Hangman, right? So when these fast, relevant changes come into my life, maybe it's a marriage proposal and all of a sudden it just happened. Or maybe it's, God, all of a sudden I have this idea because I took that time to put myself in that state, maybe meditate or whatever, to find out what do I feel internally is right for me. I can adapt and make these changes and choices really quick in the material world to bring forth this fresh new start, new beginning. And it's a good beginning because it's an ace. So, and I have the capacity, the ability to do it, because even if I think about myself as a Virgo, I'm like very meticulous or detailed oriented. So if I take this time with this Hangman here, I can see how each and every way or path that I choose to go is going to develop, right? And what was the downfalls of it, and what was the great things about it that I can foresee. I can see first and foremost, because we're detail oriented, what work does this involve, let's say, or what expenditure of energy does this involve, this particular path versus maybe the other path would be easier, more financially secure. If I take this time, I'll know. And then when it comes at me, this fresh new choice, I'll be able to do it and adapt rapidly to those changing circumstances, right? That makes me even more valuable if this was in my career, or it makes me more valuable, say, if this is around my partner and he has to adapt all the time, so therefore I have to adapt with him all the time. I can do those things, and I can do them so much more easier if I do that. So we're going to step up how efficient we are here, and we're going to be really willing. You know, that's a good thing, willing to adapt and help and serve others, but we're doing it because we took this time with the hangman in order to develop that path, is the way they're saying it, because our next card here is the strength card. And to me, the strength card, and a couple other signs got this, and this shows that someone who has went through a really rough time but had the strength to get through it. She is taming this lion with gentleness and tenderness. She can control the animal instinct. So the strength card is our animal instinct, our gut instinct. It is our capacity to intuitively know which way to go. But this strength card to me is because we, in the past, we have had these experiences in our life that made us grow, made us adapt, made us strong, okay? But now, let's say that our logical mind, what gets in the way, which can be this Chariot card because it's material world, right? But if we took that time with this hangman, we can use this gut instinct to its fullest. So at this, and during this month, I believe that our gut instinct is going to benefit us more than using our rational mind, really and seriously. And we do have, all of us, our past experiences to go on that made us stronger. And this is a new beginning. This year is going to be a lot about new beginnings and fresh starts. So let's do it, you know, in a creative manner and in a manner that really benefits us in all ways, in our relationships, in our careers, our jobs, you know, friendships, everything, partnerships. Do it in a manner that truly benefits all parties involved. It's a real exciting time, I believe, because our final card here is the Two of Pentacles. And twos are about choices. Twos are about balancing. This two in particular, maybe it's been a tough time. Maybe I'm playing a balancing act with my money, juggling it, or I'm working 2 or 3 jobs to keep things in balance. Maybe that's why I need the sense of humor, right? Maybe I'm doing a lot of extra things to make sure I have a cash flow of money all the time, right? So this too is telling us to make a choice and go on that path. So we have the hangman helping us make the choice. We have the chariot that's going to help us to adapt, like spin around on a dime in the material world. And we took the time. We have the strength. When we're with that hangman sitting, I think I'd want to think about all that I have put together, my skills and things, while I'm in that state of suspended animation between, you know, the past and what's happening or the future that's coming at me with this Ace of Wands. This guy here is saying, make the choice. It's the right choice. So these readings are going to come down in all of our worlds in a different facet of our lives. I'm saying that the choice that we make, if we take this time, is going to be so beneficial to us. It's going to change our whole year. You know, and I think 2016 was hard for not just us Virgos, but for a lot of us. So let's make this one, this year of this Ace of Wands, because look at all those new sprouts on there. look at them. And whenever I see these aces and the clouds, I always think this is the hand of God handing us that new, fresh beginning. You know, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I gotta wonder about that, about, do we really want that fresh new beginning? Yes, we do. They're saying, yes, we do. And we've had the past experiences that prove that we want the fresh new beginning. So let's take it. Let's take it. So let's see what our thing is. They did tell us unexpected. They keep saying unexpected. They've been saying, I don't know what's happening. For you guys that are interested in astrology, I always go watch Veroush, Veroosh. I go watch her because she simplifies, she does astrology and cards together, and it's a beautiful reading, but she does simplifies astrology so that I can understand it, so you'll be able to know, what exact area probably that it's going on or what's happening in your life. But our card is blessings in disguise. I don't know if I could get the glare off of that for you. She looks a little flustered, this lady here. So it says, what appears to be a problem, and I think that's what's happening here, what they're talking about, because they've given us the words openness, forgiveness, maybe there's something we have to forgive or something we went through in the past and we need that time to be able to move forward. It says, what appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Take that hangman's time. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. That's really exciting there. So I'm going to add in, and keep your sense of humor, Virgo, while we're doing this. See what the alternative meanings are. It says, the angel sent you this card to help you recognize the blessing in the midst of an apparent challenge. What you've appeared to have lost needed to fall away, and it will be replaced with something better. Have no fear for your future. Don't have any fear for your future, Virgo, because they're showing us that strength card, and that when we come down on the side of choice, it's going to be the right one. But have no fear for your future, but continue praying and following the guidance that comes to you through repetitive feelings and thoughts, visions, and words. And the additional meanings are, one door closes, another one opens. The how is up to God with respect to the best way to answer prayers, and release the need to control and predict the outcome of the situation, and trust. We all have that problem with trust. I know, because I had to go through my entire training with a t-shirt under my clothes that said trust in great big capital letters across my chest. Well, Virgo, that's our reading for February, and I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes, and your comments. I truly appreciate the comments, and I don't get a lot of time to write back to you, but I read each and every single one of them. And I want to thank all of you that I met through this past year doing these readings. It was an honor and a privilege to serve you, and I want to thank everybody that has allowed me the honor and privilege of serving them for this past 28 years. I have a truly good job and I enjoyed it. So if you want to know more about me, all the information is down below the screen, and you can find out everything over there on the website. And hopefully, Virgo, I will see you here next month.